Thank you for listening to One Mind Dharma's Meditation for Pain. We're going to move through a few practices, all related, for looking at pain in the body and our experience and responding with kindness and wisdom. So you can allow your eyes to close if you're comfortable doing so, and it's also perfectly acceptable to leave the eyes open. The reason we often recommend to close the eyes is just to minimize stimulation. It may be more useful to you to leave the eyes kind of at a soft gaze on the floor. And often this period of kind of settling into our meditation practice can be one of the most difficult. The mind still running, thoughts of what we need to get done today, or something that happened earlier in the day. And in this practice, we're going to rest mostly in the body. So you don't need to engage the mind too much. Those thoughts that come up, just leaving them be for now. And we'll start with a few minutes of working with the breath, just arriving here in this present time experience. You can choose a spot in the body where you can feel the body breathing completely by itself and natural. It could be the center of the chest, the tip of the nose or upper lip, maybe the stomach or abdomen. And tuning into this one point in the body and sticking with it for the remainder of this meditation. Just feeling that natural ebb and flow of the body breathing, the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction, the movement of the breath in the body, the slight silence between the inhale and exhale. You can use a simple mantra like in and out, just staying with the body breathing. And as you do so, bringing in this intention of gentleness or friendliness to your practice. You don't need to strain to stay with the breath, but rather resting with the breath, with a sense of ease. Just tuning into the actual physical experience, in and out. When you notice that the mind's wandered, whether it's lost in a thought, a regret, planning, maybe it's thinking about a sound you heard or a feeling in the body, For now, just returning to the breath. You don't need to figure out why the mind was thinking that. You don't need to judge yourself. Just returning to the breath, building this ability to see when the mind's wandered, and this ability to be with something in our present time experience. Returning to the in, the out, the space in between. You can gently open your awareness up just to see if there's any spot in the body that's calling your attention. Anywhere that feels maybe tight, some experience of pain, and maybe multiple places come up, and just picking one for a moment. It may be a subtle itch or tension. It could be a more dramatic and sharp pain. Keeping in mind first that it's always acceptable to move or adjust your posture in meditation. We can do so with mindfulness and compassion, moving in a way that's kind to ourselves, not having this knee-jerk reaction of aversion. So if you need to move at any point, you're welcome to. But tuning into this experience in the body of pain or discomfort, and just really seeing how it feels. So often when we experience some level of discomfort, especially in the body, the mind gets going. We tell ourselves a story about the pain, form an identity around the pain. We tighten around the pain. So just really trying to rest your awareness on this point in the body the same way you did with the breath. See if perhaps you can pinpoint where the pain is coming from. Looking at it with a little more intimacy, really getting close to it, dropping the mind into this point in the body. How does it feel? Is it sharp or dull? Is there a temperature to it? Is there any movement? Simply by bringing our awareness to the experience in the body like this, we can train the mind to be with what's going on and not react so strongly. And you can offer this point in your body when you're done with it a phrase of compassion. Maybe you feel a pain in your back, and you just offer the simple phrase in your head, "May my back be at ease." Offering this intention of care for the pain, wishes of well-being. May my back be at ease. May I be at ease with my back. And you can open the awareness once again to see if there's anywhere else in the body that's calling your awareness. If nothing immediately arises, you can always return to the breath for a few moments to wait for something to arise. But often when we tune in, there's some kind of discomfort going on. Again, turning toward it and tuning into the direct physical experience of the pain. Remembering again that it's okay to move or shift, trying to do so mindfully, slowly. Noticing the temperature or how sharp it is. Maybe the pain kind of starts from one point and spreads out. And as you tune into this spot in the body, making a concentrated effort to soften around the pain. Our natural reaction is to tighten, to protect ourselves. But if we can actually soften, we often find that the pain spreads or dissipates quite a bit. Rather than holding it in one spot, if we allow it to kind of emanate out, it loses its strength. So tuning into this point in the body, and whether it's a muscle pain, a discomfort at the skin or with the nerves, just seeing if we can tune into what it feels like to soften around it, both physically and mentally. Perhaps you can picture yourself breathing into this spot, the breath which gives us life, air in our lungs, and helps get oxygen to the bloodstream, giving some life to this pain in the body. You may notice a tendency to want to shut the pain down, to get rid of it. And that's a natural instinct. But just for now, seeing if you can really attend to the pain, to look at it, even if you've had this experience before, to really try to look at it with beginner's mind, with some curiosity, like it's the first time that you've ever seen it. And you can again just offer a few phrases of compassion. May this part of my body be at ease. May I be at ease with this part of my body. May this part of my body be at ease. May I be at ease with this part of my body.